Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley. Welcome to the NFL on EA Sports. It's a fresh start throughout the league here in Week 1 as these two teams have high hopes for the season ahead. It's the Cowboys going up against the Eagles. With that, let's call in our commentators, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis, with this opening week matchup.
Okay, Larry, thank you. We are just off I-95 at the home of the Eagles, Lincoln Financial Field on the south side of Philadelphia. Today, it's an early season divisional matchup in the NFC East between the Dallas Cowboys and the Philadelphia Eagles. Breeze now on first down. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
Breeze now on first down. And this is Gabriel on the catch. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. And here's the offense today that hopes to get off to a strong start. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. And the back goes into motion. Snap comes at 1. And now Breeze. He's got time. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Charles Tapper in there to sack him for a loss of 6. Third down, still 14 yards left. On 3rd and long, it's Breeze. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off here by Jimmy Smith. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. Now they'll run it on the toss. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. And a lot of the weight of this offense falls on the shoulders of the running back.
That's because the offense knows if they give him any openings, any opportunities, he can turn it into a big play at any time.
Second down, Bridgewater. And Miller with it over the middle. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs. First down coming there on the intermediate passing play. That's been a point of emphasis, they told us in practice, using those medium routes to keep the defense off balance.
And it wasn't just them telling us. We got to watch them practice it and work on it because they've been trying to fine-tune it and get it right before this game. And I think they have to be happy with the result.
Give them a couple on the catch. Now Now the defense for Dallas.
When you play against Carlos Dunlap, you have to think protecting your passer. He knows how to get upfield and rush the quarterback.
Shift together here from the D-line. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a third down. Boy, that's a lot of sirloin steak to be taken down for no gain, partner.
Are you trying to suggest that he is a huge man?
He is
not just a big man, a huge man.
Big boy.
Well, how about the credit then for the defense to be able to chop that big tree and put him on the ground?
I know back when you played, it took 4 of you to take a guy like that down, right?
Well, that's for sure. And you know what else? I didn't want to challenge him at dinner either.
Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. They were trying to get the connection with a former Buckeye, Braxton Miller. And that'll bring up a fourth down. So on now the field goal team for Philadelphia. It'll be a 47-yard attempt from the left hash.
You can feel the anguish all the way up here. It certainly looked like he had that one in the end zone, open, unable to hold on to it.
So the folks here in the stands this afternoon, they're happy about that one. Their guys get the early advantage after the opening drive field goal.
And they should be happy. Their guys look good getting down the field, and that's got to give them hope that good things are in store here today.
The Eagle kick team out there now as they run up and send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The offense for the Cowboys now working their way back onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. They go back to the air here after the INT. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll just chuck this one up into row G. It's incomplete. Partner, your thoughts on this D-line?
I love a unit that can control the run and get after the passer. This is an all-around terrific defensive front. Hard to move the ball against them on the ground, and then when you want to throw it, look out. Here they come after the quarterback.
Breeze will try again on second down. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. Only a yard there. Sniffed out well defensively, and it brings up third.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short game.
Now Breeze on third down. Finding time. He rifles one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. Here comes Eagle offense now as they get set to take over here. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had a field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Fuller brings it in over the middle. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up second down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Back live with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's the Eagles with the ball here. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. Bridgewater now on second down. It's complete to Lockett. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. Letting one go deep for the end zone. And incomplete. He dropped it in the end zone.
I'm not quite sure how he wasn't able to hold on to that one in the end zone. A great opportunity lost, but a lot of relief for the defensive guys. When they get into film next week, they're going to want to know what happened. Where was the breakdown that almost allowed a touchdown?
Second down here after the incomplete pass. One receiver left, three to the right. On second down, Bridgewater again. Had his hands on it, but dropped it. The rookie making a little bit of a rookie mistake, third down.
Whenever I see an in-route dropped, as we just saw on that play, I'm always thinking that in the back of their mind, they're worried about what's coming at them because they're going towards traffic on that route as opposed to being away from it.
Now he's hit, and Bridgewater loses the football. Does the big boy have the juice? He's at the 40. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. Now Dallas gets set to take the field. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw.
How many times when we see an incomplete pass, we just look at the receiver and say, should have caught that one. That was a drop, and we just put it on the offense. How about a little credit for the defense there? They just forced an incompletion.
Yeah, especially after starting in a tough spot defensively, but a good start there on first down.
That gave them a little extra confidence there, starting, as you said, in a tough spot and being able to make a play on first down.
And his throw's going to be incomplete.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
10 yards to go on third. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. From the gun on third down, Breeze. And he dropped it. Now it was tipped, altered the ball a little bit, but he dropped it, and now fourth down.
Really nice play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball, but for the guys on the offensive line, they're doing a nice job of trying to protect their passer. But when a guy hops in the air and goes airborne to try and knock one away, it's difficult because you can't reach out and grab him. That'll be a holding penalty. So all you're trying to do is make some type of a play on him, make some type of contact to try and get his arms out of the sky.
Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive? A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown. But they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach will be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield, punching the end zone without turning it over.
And they'll run it here. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here.
That was a good, strong run there. While it won't pick up a first down, it was definitely something needed by that offense. A positive run. They got a good push by their guys up front. Maybe something they can build on as this game continues.
Second down following the run. They'll come out in the pistol. A second down throw for Bridgewater. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
In recent years, the slot receivers really gained stature in the NFL because they can do so many things. Yes, they can line up wide like your normal wide receiver, but to have that kind of courage and toughness to run routes in the middle of the field and become dependable targets for their quarterbacks and move the sticks, those guys are worth their weight in gold.
To throw is Bridgewater. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. The slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
And on the ground they go with a running back. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. And they're behind the sticks here a bit now, dealing with a 2nd and 12. They'll come up now in the Wildcat package.
Here we go. 1, 2.
And he is going to lose yardage here. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
Back-to-back runs that were stacked up. Offensively, now you've got to think to yourself, do we change blocking assignments? Do we change formations? Do we change looks in order to try and get the running game going?
And it looks like this will likely be the last play before we hit the 2-minute warning.
Let's see if they can sneak one more good play in before the 2-minute signal.
Bridgewater to throw it this time. 2 minutes to play in a tightly contested first half. We'll come back to Philadelphia after this. So on 4th down, here's Chris Jones to punt it away. Back deep, Dre Archer. Here's Archer. Fighting him off.
Just ran right through the trash.
Very tough spot here for the offense to start. They'll come out in the pistol. And to give this time to the tailback. And he will take this up to about the 8-yard line. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
And that's frustrating for a defense because they've got them pinned down deep. And on the first play, they gave up a run that keeps an offense on schedule.
Yeah, because 3 to 4 yards, that's all you're looking for right there, right?
That's absolutely perfect, really, as a play call. You get 3 to 4 yards on first down. That's what they talk about us all the time, about being ahead of the chains or on target, ahead of schedule. They were after that run. Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things. But the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
And the Eagles with a dime look. 6 DBs on 3rd down. Shotgun now for Breeze. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
And there was a good opportunity to just went awry there. A drop pass. I guess that's why they call them running backs and not catching backs.
Returnable for Lockett. They come out here in the eye. Now a play fake here on first down, and it's incomplete.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he sensed being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. He's got time in the pocket. He's going to sling this deep downfield. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Will Fuller And the Eagles have taken the lead.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front. And now, see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this second quarter. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. On the return, here's Dree Archer. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
Breeze now on first down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Now a handoff here to his running back. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line. The Eagles coming out as they get ready. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Again, we'll see the pistol here. Bridgewater now after the fumble recovery. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Let's go.
Throwing again, Bridgewater on 2nd and 10. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Bridgewater. He's going to air one out. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock.
And when all else fails as a defender, when you're not there in the coverage, your best friend is exactly what we saw there. A big play shot taken by the offense. Unfortunately, it ended in a big drop.
And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on 4th down. And they're going to go soft on the corners. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the... Okay, well, so much for the halftime report here. Guy can't even finish his Snickers. We're going to get right to the 3rd quarter. Let me spit this out. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This will be taken very short. Out come the Eagles now as they'll go on offense first here in the 3rd quarter. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the 3rd quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. And 3rd quarter here, you've got the lead. This is where that strong run game can really benefit you. Stayed in bounds there, kept the clock going.
I like all the points you just made there. And if you throw the football and it's incomplete, now you've stopped the clock and you've helped out the guys on the other side of the ball. So keep it in the hands of those runners. Keep moving it. Keep grinding clock.
And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. Tyler Lockett was the target there, and it's third down.
On every offensive coordinator, every play caller sheet, they have about 5 or 6 plays per game that they call shot plays or big plays, and you don't get many opportunities to dial them up, and they just did, and they drop it with a great chance to make a big play. That's going to hurt.
Complete. He finds Bray. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
On 1st and 10, Bridgewater. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
I know tight ends love this route because a lot of times they'll fake a block first and get a little bit of space and then come across the middle because in their mind, they're thinking catch the ball and then drop the hammer on the little guys in the secondary.
Unable to drop the hammer, he just dropped the pass. Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10.
Let's go.
On 2nd down, Bridgewater again. Trying to set up the screen, and it's intercepted. It's the linebacker, Michael Kendricks. There he goes, right side. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. Short throw, pick 6 right there, those linebackers. They love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. They go play action here on 1st down. Completion left side to Miller. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Offense staying ahead of the chains here, 2nd and 3. Play clock winding down. Bridgewater. He's going to get this one out to his fullback. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
And they pick up a 1st down, and that came out of the fullback position. But as you and I both know, that doesn't necessarily mean it's a fullback playing in that spot.
Well, times have changed, right? The old school fullback doesn't really exist anymore.
We're not getting that same player out of college. With all the spread offenses, not very many pro style, where you actually have a true fullback. We're having to make do in the NFL and put guys in that spot who emulate it but aren't necessarily that position.
Well, pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
Off the play fake, Bridgewater. And he fires one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. Surveying the field. Out to his left. And this is Gabriel on the catch. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
And that's why you do all the drills that you do from the quarterback position, because you're not going to just throw to your strength. The right-handed quarterback naturally will want to move to the right side to throw the football. But sometimes you've got to go left, and that's exactly what happened on that play. Forced to his left, still able to accurately throw it downfield for a completion.
Here we go.
Now Breeze throwing on second down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a third down.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
From the gun on third down, Breeze. Flush to his right. And this is going to be incomplete.
I know we're doing this game live, but let's step into the film room for just a second, because when they review this play, oh, the negatives are going to be incredible on this one. Rolling out to his right. Yeah, he's right-handed, so that's a natural spot for him. But he throws back across his body back into traffic.
Big no-no.
Oh, that's a monster no-no. The only good thing that happened, it fell incomplete. Very fortunate.
So after the pick, they can't capitalize for 6, but they do get 3.
And I know in this situation, most of us want to focus on the offense. You know what side of the ball I played on. Let's give that defense a lot of credit. Taking it over in a sudden change situation and shutting them down.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. 13 yards there on the pickup. And it'll be first down, Eagles. And there they went crossing route against the zone defense. What do you think of that?
Takes real coordination between the passer and the receiver, because you've got to read those zones and where the open spots are and be on the same page with the guy throwing the football. Because sometimes you're throwing it in front of the zone. Sometimes you're throwing it between the zones. Sometimes the receiver's going to just kind of find a spot and what we call sit down and present himself to the quarterback and throw it there. It's a tough read, but when they're in sync, it's really effective.
Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he cuts it out left sideline. Room ahead. Shreds him with a stiff arm. A big play there for Philly. 54 yards. Trailing here in the third, and that run might just be the spark that this offense needs.
And don't you just get the sense that he's going around, not just in the huddle, but looking over at the bench and saying, ball, give me the ball. Let me carry this thing home.
And now a first down following that long gain.
Let's go. Way 90. Way 90. Tiger. Tiger.
Now Bridgewater. Oh, and it's incomplete. That would have been big in the end zone if he could have held on. Instead, it's second down.
A missed opportunity for an interception would have killed off a drive. They had a chance there to finish things off. Didn't get it done. I guess that's why a lot of those guys do not play offense.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. A great play there. Already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And once again, the Eagles are back out in front. And that will make this a 4-point game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Archer, the return. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he will maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. And that's also all for this thing. So what will they do? On the ground, through the air, let's see. 2nd and 9.
Ready. Waiting. 56.
Play action. Breeze. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
Now Breeze on 3rd down. And that is incomplete. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Here we go.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Going for the deep ball. And no, it's incomplete. The Cowboys here unable to convert on 4th down. And the Eagles are going to take over in great field position. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And it's a unit last drive that did it all on the ground, Charles.
And they controlled it from the interior. Big on big, right? Offensive lineman versus defensive lineman. But you know, in order to keep the football moving downfield, other people have to get involved as well. Your wide receivers, your tight ends, lead runners, anything that you have possible to get in front and keep the ball moving.
And now the defense may be looking out for a pass coming up. Second down, Bridgewater. And Miller with it over the middle. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. He had time, was able to survey the field and find a soft spot in that zone coverage.
And that's where it gets difficult for a defender, Brandon. You go to your spots on the field that you have to cover, and when the offense finds an area that you're not in, that's where they throw the football.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. So nothing there, but maybe you blame that on the blocking.
Yeah, at some point, you've got to win at the point of attack. And on that play, that was all the defense. They made it happen.
And it bangs off the right upright. No good. And this score will stay right where it is. So points so crucial in a tight game like this, but this kick off the goalpost, and that'll keep the score right where it is.
Yeah, it wouldn't have made this a 2-score game, but any cushion this late definitely would have helped. Now they need to ask their defense for another stop, and that's going to require some work.
They run the counter now on 1st down. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Wasn't that long ago that the NFL guys really didn't adopt much from the college game. But one thing that has crept in there is spreading things out, opening things up, not even just in tempo, but maybe getting better line splits and spreading the field. I think that would be a great strategy right now to try and open things up in the run game.
Throwing Jones. He's going to look deep down the field. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
But it's not been the best game for him, but he definitely tried to get by with a little help from his friend there, trying to create a big play.
Couldn't do it, fell incomplete, but you're right, it hasn't been a banner game here in the second half, just trying to get going.
Big thing is trying to keep confidence up and continue to fire.
Wonder what's in the offensive playbook on 3rd and 13. We're about to find out.
Here we go.
Now Now Jones. He's got his man on the crossing route. It's a gain of 20 and picking up the first.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers. He'll look to throw toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and, of course, foot dragging.
A little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
Back to throw now on first down. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he gets it down to the 32. It's a gain of 5, and it's a second down. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is it not? With his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing it over the middle, he can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways, all right? You don't have to be his height to make a great play. But what he does is he takes away having to make those slide steps in the pocket to find angles to throw the ball through. He just throws right over the top of it because he can see everything, and sometimes that saves time and gets the ball to a receiver quicker.
Second and 5. Breeze to throw again. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
It appears they found something that's working, and they keep going back to it. I guess you can actually say he has the hot hands now, doesn't he?
Yeah, well, it's one thing to hit your guy out of the backfield once, hit him a couple times. Yeah, you're right. Maybe they're onto something.
And I think a lot of that is simply, if you get it to him in space, more times than not, he's going to get more yardage than you expect out of each play.
He'll look to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. A first down screen pass, good for 5.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. They'll look to throw. The Fasano here brings it in. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down. They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Back to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. He was trying for his tight end, the veteran Anthony Fasano. And it's 4th down.
I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this 3rd down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they were unsuccessful.
Down 4 late. Got to go for it here on 4th down. Back to throw. And this is caught at the 8. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. Long drive. The defense just cannot seem to. And now the Eagles going to signal for a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Shift together here from the D-line. He's back to throw. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. Call it a gain of 5, and that'll make it 2nd and goal.
I'm going to show my age here a little bit. We used to talk about running backs catching the ball as safety valves. Nowadays, they're a big part of the passing offense.
Quit acting like you're so old. You're only 65. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the fourth.
Wow. Wow. So how many practices have we watched over time where the offense works on scoring late in the game and finding a way to win, as we just saw there?
Just saw it right there. Now can they preserve that advantage that they just got? He's got it, and this is indeed up to a 3-point lead. Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. Tyler Lockett now with a return. The Eagles offense now gets set to head back onto the field. They only need a field goal. Obviously, the clock a huge factor. They'll be watching that. What do they need to do here, Charles?
Your sequence of plays has to get you out of bounds. Completions, get out of bounds, gain some yardage. Then when the clock hits 7 seconds or left, now you've got a decision. Are you in field goal range, or is it Hail Mary time? Because from 7 seconds down, you don't want to take a shot that you're going to have another play.
We'll see how they handle it. Here's Bridgewater. Completion left side to Miller. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. Seven yards to go on second down. Now Bridgewater. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. Only one timeout defensively, so this should just be a simple kneel down.
I agree totally. I looked at my time management chart. It says take a knee, victory formation. They just have one timeout left, and that should be all she wrote.
By the way, it's a good thing you can read that because nobody else can.
Not with my chicken scratch. Not at all.
The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. And they'll go with a ground attack here. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain, and it's second down. Well, a well-executed blitz, no doubt. Great job by the linebacker. Maybe the quarterback, if he could have seen that, could have audibled there.
Yeah, he needed to be in a different play because that one just meshed perfectly for the defense. All the gaps were filled except for the one the offense really wanted to run through, and that was filled by a big man wanting to make a tackle.
And he made a great tackle. And on 2nd and 10 now. That one looks like he'll throw here. He's going to wind up and air it out. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end. But now this game is over. And partner, this